Okay, got my garden cleaned up a little bit from our trip, and now of course I'm taking off again for another about 9 days, so we'll just see how my garden holds up. I've had a lot of suckers. Every day I'm having to pull suckers off of the tomato plants. I put some powdered milk. I've watered them with powdered milk to help them bloom a little bit better. My blooms have been falling off, so no tomatoes, but actually I pulled a lot of tomatoes this week, but the new blooms, while I was gone, they've fallen off, so I'm hoping that the powdered milk will help produce some more tomatoes. And these are some of the Golden Jubilee, and I've probably pulled about 12 tomatoes this week. Yellow, red, the early girl, some beefsteak. Here's one of my heirloom tomatoes right here. This is one that I grew from seed, and I don't know exactly what kind that one was. So that's one of the ones I failed to mark, or either the marker got stolen out of the little plant by little hands. This is something I unveiled, and I think cutworms got a hold of this, because I cannot imagine what happened. This was just booming with tomatoes, and when I took off the netting, this is what I found. So I'm not sure what happened with that. My green beans are just taking off. I really picked a lot of green beans this week. These are my Roma green beans. Got a lot of blooms. I'm probably going to go ahead and pick some, and we'll take these with us on our little trip. One thing that's happening right now in my garden that I am just very disappointed about are they're called pickle worms, and they have gotten into all of my cucumbers, and I have no cucumbers. It's just real disappointing, because that's probably one of my favorite and most easy things to grow. But every time I get a bloom, a pickle worm burrows down into it and eats my bloom and my baby cucumbers. So I've gotten 2 cucumbers out of 4 vines. Over here is a better example of the pickle worm damage I'm experiencing. This was actually a cucumber that started to get big, but as you notice, right in there, in the middle of this nastiness, there's a little hole, and this little worm burrows down inside it and eats it from the inside out. And it's a little worm, but like all these little blooms you see, he'll eat all those. He'll burrow down in them, and he usually gets them when they're real small. So this cucumber got to be a pretty good size before he got in it. I don't know what to do about them. I understand the moths come out at night and they're not afraid of light. I mean, they're not attracted to light, so you can't bait them somehow and get rid of them. I'm trying to remove all the dead leaves off the vine, which is where they're supposed to cocoon at. That's where they make their cocoons. Just trying to stay one step ahead of them, but I just can't seem to get rid of them. So I'm not looking. Here's another problem. This one here. Here's some of this. There's another hole, and there's what's come out of the cucumber. And he's probably down in there. I see him. So if anyone out there knows how to get rid of these things, please let me know. Oh, there's a big cucumber. I wonder if he's gotten in that one yet. Hope not. Yep, there's a hole. He's in there eating away. This one's ruined here. This is rotten on the vine. So, like I said, if anybody knows what to do, please let me know. More green beans. I have a lot of green beans. But something I've been pleasantly surprised with are my watermelons. These are little sugar baby watermelons. And I picked one earlier this week, but I picked it too early. It sounded hollow when I thumped it. As does this one. but the yellow, it wasn't yellow enough underneath, but I just had to pick it to check it out. This one looks like it's yellowing a little bit underneath. I'm going to make sure it gets good and right this time before I pick it though. Looks like something's been eating on it. And then my jalapeno peppers, I've just really enjoyed those, like I didn't think I would, but I've been putting those in hummus and everything else, and it's just very good. Yellow onions are doing real well. More green beans. Gotta pick some of these too. Heirloom tomatoes. This one is the black zebra. This is the third one this week. So I'll pick this one, and inside it's black. It's red and green on the outside, and it's a little bit green on the inside, and then really dark, like almost a black on the inside. This is the Arkansas Marvel, and no tomatoes. A lot of blooms, which have dropped, as you see right here. And this one's about to drop, it looks like. There's some more blooms up here. So hopefully I'll get a tomato. I don't know. And we have some, this is I forgot the name of this tomato plant. I've got it marked down below. Another cucumber vine. As you see, no cucumbers. There's some stuff where, well, there's one. We'll see. They're just eating up my cucumbers. Some more green beans coming up. Blue Lake green beans right here. This pepper, I'm not sure what happened to him, but I've got a lot. These are the red pepper plant. A lot of peppers on here. Asparagus is doing real well. Basil, I need to cut that back before I leave. It's doing wonderfully. Lots of basil. Green peppers. Little miniature rose bush. Marigolds. This is a Florida pink tomato plant. Again, all my blooms have fallen off. Hoping that the powdered milk with the calcium and phosphorus will help them. And we'll see how they look when I get back. Another watermelon. And you notice I'm not growing these vertically. They seem to do real well if I just let the vine run through the bed, like underneath the pepper plants, underneath the basil, because everything else has gotten so high. They're doing really well that way. The ones that are growing on my vine, this vertically, I guess I'm not doing something right, but no watermelons. And over here, I started another watermelon from seed, and I'm just going to let it run all through these tomato bed. And I'm trying to start a couple of key lime trees there. I had a key lime, and I pulled out some seeds and threw them in the ground just to see if they'd come up, and it looks like they're sprouted. So I'm real happy about that. I hope those are key limes and not a weed. I haven't seen a weed like that anywhere, so that looks like it would be key lime. Yeah, pull these weeds. Over here's my eggplant. It dried out a little bit while I was on vacation. I just gave it some more water, and it's real happy now. I got a lot of blooms on it.